monumental moment in our lives. Each one of us will be receiving our high school diploma, a goal we have shared since freshman year. We are a unique group of students with many talents and interests. We have scholars, musicians, athletes, dancers, philanthropists, and artists. Wood Creek has given each of us the opportunity to discover and develop those talents. Though we are prepared, the future may still seem intimidating and uncertain. This reminds me of the first day of our freshman year. Few of us knew the path we would take. Our options were countless. We walked through the campus in a sea of unfamiliar faces and noticed confident upperclassmen unable to envision ourselves in their place in just a few short years. Yet, as time went on and we began our journey, one step at a time, we became those confident students. Through our journey here at Wood Creek, we have made some important discoveries that have contributed to who we are today. We have discovered new friends and rekindled old friendships. We have discovered new skills and talents that through cultivation have brought us joy and confidence. Perhaps you discovered an appreciation for a subject once detested or misunderstood. We have discovered strength through hard work, and that perseverance through failure will ultimately bring us success. We have discovered as a student body, we have more in common than we have differences. We have discovered that this is not an end, but a springboard into the next part of our journey. Our individual journeys will be marked by different paths. No two will be the same. We decide the speed and direction through our everyday decisions. The course of our lives is seldom determined by great life-altering decisions. Our direction is often set by the small, day-to-day choices that chart the track on which we run. This is the substance of our lives, making choices. Gordon B. Hinckley. I look out amongst the crowd of my peers and see greatness. Future professionals, leaders, and activists who will make a mark on our world. We each have something to contribute. We have the privilege and responsibility to discover what that is and share it with others. Class of 2019, keep making those everyday choices to work hard, to follow your passion, to learn from missteps, grow through difficulty, and find joy in the journey. Thank you for the opportunity to be your student body president this year. I am grateful for the experience I had to work with such an incredible student body. Tonight, we share our last experience together as Wood Creek Timberwolves, and we will cherish this among the many memories created on this campus. It is now my pleasure to introduce our principal, Ms. Rude.
Good evening, class of 2019. So first of all, don't say I never told you were right. You needed the water, so I hope you got a water when you sat down. Thank you to Mason and Clara. Good evening, graduates, family, and friends. I'm honored to be standing in front of you tonight to celebrate the amazing students sitting before me. Please help me welcome our distinguished guests. Member of the Roseville Joint Union High School District Board of Trustees, Mr. Scott Huber. Vice President of the Roseville Joint Union High School District Board of Trustees, Mr. Gary Johnson. And Assistant Superintendent over Business Services, Mr. Joe Landon. This evening, I would like to start by honoring a few groups of students. First, I'd like to recognize the graduates wearing silver cowls. The silver cowl is an honor the Roseville Joint Union High School District bestows on the graduates who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.76 or higher. The class of 2019 has earned an impressive 118 silver cowls. Will all the seniors wearing silver cowls please stand and be recognized? Thank you. We also have graduates wearing black cords. These graduates have a minimum GPA of 3.31 and have served in an honorary capacity based on national criteria with a club or service group. These groups include National Honor Society, California Scholarship Federation, Student Government, Yearbook, and the National Speech and Debate Association. If you are wearing a black cord, please stand to be recognized. Well, here we are, class of 2019. It has been quite a journey with you all. As you know, I'm graduating with you this year as well from Wood Creek. And as I've reflected on my time at Wood Creek, I found that I am thankful in a world full of change that there are many things that have remained constant. I am thankful each day that I will see hundreds of students in the uniform of a Wood Creek High School student, vans, a JanSport backpack, and a hydro flask. It's true. Thank you, Mr. Georgie, for teaching us that the importance of the hydro flask is about more than fashion. I am thankful that each Friday for the past couple of years, Drew Stabler and his classmates would deliver Cool Kids coffee to my classroom, or to my office. I love that I see the unwavering sportsmanship in our athletes like Carter Krupp, Emma Gensler, and the entire Wood Creek Sportsman's Club. I am humbled by the constant service to the community of Wood Creek and our country that Wood Creek students provide. In fact, this year we have an impressive number of students committed to service in the military. If you are one of the students committed to service in the military, can you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Kat Lee and Alexander Tran, you lead local service projects for over 120 students as key club leaders. Maddie McNeely, you personally brought in almost 10,000 cans of food for the needy while leading this campus as the Community Service Commissioner. Service is one of the constants at Wood Creek that is near to my heart. I am also grateful for the constant of amazing performing arts at Wood Creek. Many of you had the opportunity to be educated by amazing teachers like Mr. Harmon and Mr. North. Mason Santa Catalina, I know you have been inspired by Mrs. Mars, so much so that you're on your way to study musical theater in New York at Malloy. I love that Mason and many others will share their talent with you tonight to remind us of the importance of keeping the arts consistent in our schools. Of course, the steadfast academic successes of Wood Creek students cannot be overlooked. Many of you will enter college with credits already completed because of your hard work in AP classes. You also excel at co-curricular electives. Mark Mikichuk, can you please stand up? Mark is a speech and debate team captain and earned academic All-American honors. From more than 141,000 student members of the National Speech and Debate Association, fewer than 1,000 earned this award, which places Mark among the top 1% of all student members across the country. Mark, we know you have great things ahead of you on the speech team at Cal Berkeley. Finally, I will not forget the dependable kindness of Wood Creek students. When new staff ask existing staff, what is the best thing about working here? We all say, the students. They are nice, they are kind, they are wonderful. Mr. Rudin described the accomplishments of one of his students to me and then said, most importantly, however, Peter Pagel is just a super nice person. That could be said of so many of you. Being nice is so important in our world right now. Never overlook it. As adults, you will discover that although some things do remain constant, you also have to embrace change. Now is the time, class of 2019, for you to change. You will no longer drive each day to the Wood Creek parking lot and hope for a space. But you will walk around college campuses, military bases, and places of employment. You will no longer see the friends you have here each day, but you will meet new friends and forge new relationships. You will no longer be children in your parents' house, but we hope you will create long-lasting friendships with them that will guide you through life. In the midst of changes, class of 2019, be constant in the things that matter: service, kindness, laughter, and passion. Emulate the awesome qualities you see in the teachers you have picked to read your names this evening. Mr. Johnson, Mr. O'Boyle, Mr. Pinkerton, and Mrs. Von Esmarch. Those teachers and I wish you well. You will always be Timberwolves, and we will constantly be cheering for your success. Now, I have the distinct honor of inviting one of your favorite members of the Wood Creek teaching staff to the microphone for the faculty address. Please welcome Mr. Jason Stowers.
I would like to acknowledge parents, grandparents, for being the foundation for our graduates. It truly takes a village. My name is Jason Stowers, and I've had the fortune to have taught and learned from the class of 2019. My goal is to keep my speech around 3 minutes. If Abraham Lincoln can change the course of our country in 3 minutes, I think I can do a speech justice in just about the same time. The class of 2019 collectively is a group of young people who care deeply about each other and the world they live in. This is a class of gifted intellectuals, actors, actresses, dancers, athletes, and holistically strong-willed, driven young people. Some of the reflections from the class of 2019 are: reflection number 1, they looked forward to the following at Wood Creek High School every day: socializing, sports, teachers, and of course, the muffins. Reflection number 2 from the class of 2019, their favorite academic experiences included speech and debate, student government, and AP classes. Reflection number 3 from the class of 2019, their favorite non-academic experiences included dances, performing in drama, band competition, sporting events and dance shows, and participating in clubs like Key Club and, don't forget, Mechatronics. Reflection number 4, some of the things the class of 2019 is proud of accomplishing are: qualifying for state in speech and debate, most wins for any football team in school history, being a part of a championship band program, their grades, and being the first person in their family to attend college. Every once in a while, one of those groups of students comes through that inspires you as an educator and as a person, and the class of 2019 is one of those groups. The last part of my speech is a 5-part challenge to the class of 2019. Challenge number 1, paint your Mona Lisa in life. Find a passion that you love and that you cannot live without. Set high goals. Pour yourself into your passion. The pursuit of excellence will be your reward. Challenge number 2, learn to give to a cause greater than your self-worth. If you learn to care about others more than you care about yourself, people will follow you. And you as an individual will grow spiritually. Challenge number 3, master the art of struggling. Unfortunately, you will be treated unfairly at times in life. You will be ignored at times in life. My challenge to you is to find the inner strength to be able to control your attitude when nothing seems like it's going your way. And you will find a way to preserve through positivity. Challenge number 4, make sure your habits reflect your goals and dreams. Every person in life starts out with goals and dreams, and only those who have grit and the ability to keep their eyes on the prize will have the chance of achieving their goals. And finally, challenge number 5, burn your boats. This quote alludes to not leaving yourself a way out. Change is always difficult. Your first few months in college, the military, and the workplace are going to be tough. At some time, you will want to quit or take the easy way out. Don't. Burn your boats. Do not leave yourself a way out. Find a way to conquer and be successful. And finally, the only way that the class of 2019 and I can end this speech one last time, I'm going to yell best day, you're going to yell ever, and we'll end with a 2 clap. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Best day. 2 clap, ready? 2 clap, ready? With love and admiration, I thank you.